Alright, I'd like to start off by saying that I've written down a fair deal of my thoughts. This makes me angry and I don't want to lose track of any of them, so I will be reading. These are my own thoughts. I'm sure if you're watching this video you've heard of the Femethiest and her thoughts on men, or how there should be a lack thereof. My friend UnicornChair created a video, I'll link it below, on his thoughts on this. And one user in particular, Kim621100, repetitively commented on his video, and I ended up responding to a few of them. You can go look if you want. I haven't taken any of them down. And, well, after one of the more recent ones, she ended up sending me an inbox, and I feel the need to share that because I'm flabbergasted at the thoughts some of these women have. It starts off saying, "Hi, all males have I am superior to females ego. Love your channel and your hair in that vid. I should have not made a single snide remark about his reading in his vid. He sure is cute when he is fired up. Krista made these videos to get an emotional response from guys, and you can see it has worked with your friend or brother." Alright, I'd like to start off by saying, I'm sorry, but you're a sad individual. I feel sorry for you, the way you were brought up, whatever made you think this way. And while I appreciate the comments, I'm a guy. I don't have the all males are superior to females type of ego. I believe we're all equal. I am personally a man who can bake a cake better than I can wield a gun or hold a hammer. I sew my own clothes and costumes, and I'm proud of it. I believe an independent woman who can hold her own in today's world is the best type of woman there is. Whether she's someone's wife, a nurse, a doctor, or a construction worker, I hope all humans can be equal. I don't want to be considered better. I've learned a lot from my older sister. She's a woman. She's learned some things from me. There's no difference between us simply because of what's in our pants. The woman who created the blog that my friend was quoting from is now dead. Her mental issues showed a great deal of what she said. She ended up committing suicide, and while my thoughts go out to her and her daughter, someone who has enough mental issues to commit suicide, she apologized for everything she said, and now people are taking on this image of killing the male population. Sure, a lot of us are stupid, ignorant, and probably need a good whack in the head. But a lot of us have girlfriends, siblings, boyfriends, children, and killing us off, that hurts a lot more than just the person who died. She continues on to say, "I belong to radfem hub. Most of the women are lesbians and hate men. I am not, and I like guys. They are using their positions of power so women can take control of the first world. We have changed the school curriculum so it is easier for girls to learn and harder for boys. This is why the college and university enrollment is 65% female to 35% male. In 10 years, the ratio will be 95% female. Thank God. Males own 96% of the wealth in both our countries, and this is wrong. By changing the education system so girls excel and boys fail, women will make up a strong majority of PhDs, masters, and all other degrees. Hence, we will be able to transfer wealth, one gender to ours in our generation. Please watch on YouTube The War on Male Students. Back in the 1960s, the only job for women was either a nurse or a secretary. Now, I actually did go and watch this video, and I'd like to point out that it's supporting the male students. I'm not entirely sure what radfem hub is, but four of my best friends, who are all amazing, strong, intelligent, creative women, are lesbians. They've got girlfriends, and they don't think like that. I can't imagine any of them would be happy if I were to die, or if their fathers were to die, if their other friends were to die. Using their positions as such should be considered an abuse of power. I do hope they can raise up and we can be equal in jobs, wealth, land, government, and rights. On the other hand, I don't believe men should be oppressed. How does that make you any better than the men who oppressed you? To change the curriculum so that it's easier for girls is not equality. It's not justice. It should be equally easy for everyone. We should be adjusting our schools so everyone can excel. Women complain that men are unintelligent, that there aren't enough good men out there. Your ideas and logic right now lead to the demise of several good men in the making. This overall does not improve our society. I love the fact that women can do any job a man can now, and aren't limited to being nurses or teachers. This has also opened the role for men, which is amazing. I know proud men who are teachers, nurses, secretaries. There are men out there who are house husbands or stay-at-home dads, and that's phenomenal. Like, props to those guys. But take a look at your logic from another point of view. By killing all but 10% of our men's population, you're inadvertently creating billions of single mothers. You're creating children who will never have a father figure in their lives. You are also creating children who are all siblings by relation to the same father used for breeding. Then, when they marry or have kids, this causes birth defects and illness. Or are you planning on killing children, young, intelligent brains that have yet to be molded to society's wicked ways? Good men in the making. Or are you just gonna kill them too? Like, kill someone simply because they've got a penis. I don't get it. She finished off by saying, "This has changed now, and your generation of young women are reaping the rewards of feminism, at the boys' expense, but too bad, that we and others have worked hard for. I hope you and your friends do not drop the torch we have been carrying for you ladies." I think she thinks I'm a girl. I'm gonna finish off by saying, I will carry on the torch for equal rights for both women and men. God, my brain hurts. Sorry, leave your comments below, because I really don't get it. I mean, some of the idiots now, if you're a criminal, sure, lock them up. We're working on that. If you're doing stupid stuff, well, if it's against the law, it's a crime, you're a criminal, you get locked up, there's a punishment. But for an innocent child who hasn't done anything wrong, who could be one of these good men you say there's a lack of, to be killed simply because they're male, it's insane. It's the same, almost pretty much, as Adolf Hitler. You're saying that women should be a superior gender, the master race, for lack of a better term. Well, Hitler killed off so many people simply because they were Jewish, and they were gay, and they didn't fit his idea of master race. People who are equal to you and me. And now you're doing the same thing because we don't have boobs, or we can't bear children. Women are amazing. I'd be terrified to have that kind of pain coming out my hoo-ha. But it takes both genders to create a human being. It takes society to shape that human being. And to the men who aren't always the greatest now, some of those were raised by single mothers. And I'm not saying anything against single mothers, because it takes amazing strength to be able to do that. But there are also single fathers. And the kid often reflects two things: the parents and society. Killing off men won't change society. Having a whole bunch of single mothers, it's not gonna reflect on the kid. Like, a father figure is really important, and don't get me wrong, some single mothers are amazing and do a great job, but some of the men who grew up, it reflects on how their mothers raised them. And I know I'm just rambling, but how does killing us off fix that? Leave your comments below. This is rambling. Props to UnicornChair for sharing his thoughts. All 20 minutes of them, I sat through it. It's amazing. He's misspelled a few things, as pointed out continually by Kim, but he makes very valid points, so I suggest checking out his video a few of the time. I'll also post her message directly below because I feel the need to also point out the constant spelling mistakes. For example, enrollment is spelled with an I instead of an E. Curriculum is spelled with an I instead of a U. I can't even remember what that word was now. Anyway, another word was spelled with the wrong letter. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.